Hi friends! It is Wednesday, April 13th. My name is Leslie and this is Leslie's Cancer Confessions. Today I want to share with you this little box that I received in the mail. The MBC project Count Me In, which is the Metastatic Breast Cancer Project, and the letter included says, "Welcome to the Metastatic Breast Cancer Project. As part of this project, we are comparing the normal DNA from cells that we gather in your saliva to the DNA of your stored tumor samples. This will allow us a better understanding of the unique DNA changes that happen in metastatic breast cancer. We have included, and what's in the box is a instruction guide on how to obtain the sample of saliva and instructions on how to enclose it and mail it back." Now what they did is they sent this in one box, or a sealed, like a plastic wrap that was around it that was addressed to me, and then on the other side it is pre-addressed to send back to them. Inside it contains a specimen bag and a test tube that I will spit or extract my saliva into the tube, seal it, put the sealed tube in the bag, put it back in the little plastic box that the tube comes in, reinsert it back into the box, and seal the box shut, probably using like packing tape or, clear mail tape, and then send it back to them. Now, I signed up for this a while ago, and it took a bit of time for them to get to me because they had such a positive response. Sorry, I'm quite breathless today. Such a positive response from within the metastatic breast cancer community of men and women who live with metastatic breast cancer, who want to participate and take charge of making sure that research is done to help find a cure. If you know someone who has metastatic breast cancer, put them in touch with the MBC project. It really is at the forefront of attempting to do some in-depth, cutting-edge research that will help us to identify specific things within metastatic breast cancer and hopefully bring about a cure, but if not a cure, at least a long-term treatment that can render this a chronic disease instead of a terminal disease. Now, this test says that you cannot eat, drink, or chew gum for 30 minutes before obtaining your saliva sample, and I have just brushed my teeth. So it is 10:52 or 10:57. So I'm going to wait until 11:30, and then I'm not going to show you me obtaining my saliva sample, but I will get the saliva sample and then I'll put it in this box and ship it away. In the meantime, I am on day 1 of cycle 10 of Ibrance. The update is that I am breathless, I am tired, I don't feel like I've recovered. The week off is usually my most fatigued week of the cycle, and normally by the end of that week I've started to recoup my energy just in time to begin the next cycle. This time I feel like the energy never rebounded, and I began the cycle on Tuesday, and I'm still really quite tired. So that's one little point. Also, if I just comb my hands through my hair like this, I come out with a lot, you probably can't even see them because they're so fine, but a lot of little hairs every single time, and I look down at my shirt and it's just splotched with hairs. I'll be eating and I'll see hair in my food, and I know it's my hair, but ew, that's still kind of gross. My eyebrows are still gone, but what little hairs that I do have there, I periodically use a tinting kit to try to make the lack of hair stand out a little bit less. My eyelashes have begun to fall out again, and they itch. Something that another person who is also on Ibrance shared with me, that their feet itch, and I had a prolonged period of time where I had hand and foot syndrome, and it had just begun to heal. But this past week, I have felt the deep internal, intense itching on my feet again, so that's not fun. It's probably caused by neuropathy rather than hand and foot syndrome, but that is what's going on. But my hands do look a lot better. My arm is still incredibly swollen from the lymphedema. And no, I don't wear my sleeve. And the reason being is that it literally strangles my arm, and every single second that I have it on is like some sort of horrible prisoner torture. I cannot stand it. I would rather live with a swollen arm that is relatively comfortable than a swollen arm that is causing me deep discomfort. Because really, for me, at least in my experience, wearing the sleeve does nothing to relieve the swelling, and it just makes me completely uncomfortable. Yeah, so I will do this test, and I will be back in 30-ish minutes. Well, I waited my 30 minutes, and I extracted my saliva into the tube and followed the instructions, which were relatively simple. And my tube is in the box and ready to mail. It is sealed, self-sealing, self-addressed, ready to go. I think I will probably take this to the mail and deliver it in person rather than throwing it in a box. It's pretty important to me that it gets where it's going. It contains my DNA. So that is that. I really want to encourage you, if you like the content of my videos, to give them a thumbs up, like them, subscribe to them, share them with people that you think may have an interest in the content. But definitely subscribe so that you will get notifications of what, there's Sadie, get notifications of what video content has been newly uploaded each week. And there's Oscar. And I will see you next week. Bye now.